Hello everyone. So today we're going to be going into the swamp, and my main goal is just kind of play within my means. Don't get too many people yeeted. Let's listen to these. Just about ready. Let's talk to Tormod and Micaiah. Oh, sorry. Hey, remember our promise from 3 years ago? There are no secrets between us. So, Morim knows that I'm older than I look. I see. Well, don't worry too much about it. You can trust him. Yes, I'm sure of that. Morim seems very trustworthy, but what about everyone else? What would they think if they knew all of my abilities came from the mixed blood running through my veins? Blood they consider cursed. Micaiah, stop. Right now, they look at me, they have love and affection in their eyes. But would they look at me the same way if they knew? I don't want to find out, Soth. I don't think I could bear the truth. You know, we can stop. What do you mean? Look, this was an impossible situation to begin with. You've always led such a secluded life. Ever since you were thrust into this position, I worried that the pressure might get to you. You're right, I knew it would turn out like this. Despite that, I accepted the job. I can't stop now. But Micaiah, listen, Soth, I realized something after Dane lost the war. What's that? I realized how much I loved my country. And during the war, I spent a lot of time with the people of Dane while I was waiting for you to return. After we lost the war, all our cities and towns had been reduced to ruins. We had to help each other to cope. We supported and comforted each other. That's how we survived. You never mentioned this before. I've been secluded so long I had no idea people were so strong and kind. No one knew who I was, but they helped me because I was from Dane. They were so loving. They were my friends. And now you won't leave them. I was touched by their kindness. Now I'm scared to lose it. Very scared. Micaiah, I suppose this isn't the time to worry about such things. If my power is needed to liberate Dane, I will stand my ground and fight. Well, not to spoil your resolve, but if things get too hot, I'm just going to grab you and run. Soth, friends in Dane are important, but not as important as you are to me. Remember that. Alright. Thank you, Soth. Torneo! Sorry about this, Lady Micaiah. Just this once, I agree with Lord Izuka's concerns. I completely understand. This is my fight and mine alone. Please keep the prince safe, General Torneo. I'll protect Micaiah. I've enlisted extra help, too. We'll make it back in one piece. I place my trust in you, Soth. Best of luck. Oh, I nearly forgot. You should take this. What a peculiar staff. What power does it possess? It's Restore Staff. It will help you recover from poison, sleep, and paralysis. Enemies will use every method they possess to destroy you. It is best to be prepared for every eventuality. Thank you, General Torneo. We will return safely. I know, and I know you'll save the hostages, too. And Vika. I wonder where Boss is. These tents all look the same. Hello, Vika. Can I help you? Meep. Vika. You always run away from me. Did I do something to offend you? No, I'm so sorry. I can't explain why this happens. I get so jumpy around you. There's just something about you. Oh, but please, don't be sad. It's not you. It's me. I get confused sometimes. I really admire you, and then I get a bizarre feeling, and it's alright. Sorry to bother you. No, wait. I want to overcome this. I don't like that I feel I must avoid you for some inexplicable reason. But I know how painful it is to be feared. I'm really, really sorry. Let's be friends, okay? If you can forgive me, that is. Of course I forgive you. Thank you, Vika. I'd be honored to have your friendship. Here, take this as a token of that friendship. Please take it. I'd like you to have it. What a beautiful figurine. The goddess looks so serene. Carry it with you. It'll bring you good luck. I met my boss in Morim thanks to that figurine. Thank you, Vika. I'll cherish it. I'm glad you like it. And by cherish it, I mean sell it. Because it's worth 4,000 gold, and all it does is upgrade luck. I could instead buy this. And give it to a good boy. Can also buy one of these, actually. That's nice. And I have enough to like forge a Thunder Tome? Oh, that gets expensive real fast. And I think we're gonna kind of try it. One of these feels pretty good. Yeah. Oh, and a coin. Let's see if we get something useful. I'll take might too. That takes up to max might without me having to spend as much. We're just calling it Thunder. And we're giving it to Best Girl. We have no money now. Hopefully everyone has items that they need. Would have loved to buy you a second Iron Dagger, I think, but... well, that ship has sailed, so... trying to think. Could sell Fiona's Steel Lance and buy an Iron Dagger. I think I'm going to. I may have been able to buy an Iron Dagger anyway, now that I look at it. Ooh, now I can buy like 2 Steel Daggers. Nolan will hold them for a moment. South, Convoy, give. That. The door key, please. South is the very last unit that needs a door key. And Nolan, you're just gonna give him those. Okay. Well, let's check our supports. I don't think that can strengthen. Okay. 15 avoid is quite good. Hey, a bit of a void there for you guys. That's pretty great. We will save. And my headset is all tangled, but let's go. Let's win a swamp map without only abusing Nyla. Have a little swim. Man, they shoved them so far. Imagine if they all didn't have, like, double smite. Also, Micaiah, I so wish you were that strong. Oh, never mind. That looks about right. That looks about right, actually. You're that bleeding heart filth. We're at the Dane Liberation Army. Everyone hold tight. You'll be safe soon. Well, not everyone. The savior of Dane. Whether they suspect a trap or not, they're here. Brazen fools, all hands take battle positions. Yep. There are wyvern riders on this map. That's the real issue. Don't get too smug, you cruel cowards. We have a little something up our sleeves, too. Tormod, here's your chance. Torch him. Roar. 1, 2, 3. Trimming the fat on the edges. Lady Nyla and Volug. Nyla's a monster, by the way. Like an actual unstoppable being throughout like the entire game. So I'm excited. Exciting. There we go. That was Vigor, a heron... Oh, sorry. What happened just now? What was that strange song? That was Vigor, a heron gladiator that can re-energize our allies in a fight. Don't be distracted, Micaiah. Let's set our formation while we can. Yeah. Aaron, probably not. This is the type of map where I'm, like, tempted to... Oh, I didn't give her that thing. Where I'm tempted to not bring Nolan. So my frontliners are... I don't have many, but that's okay. So I definitely want her where she's gonna be able to get towards a wyvern rider. We're out enemy. I'm gonna say no. Oh, sorry. I want to say the conditions. Micaiah, South, Nyla, or all prisoners die. Okay. So we gotta save at least one prisoner. Can you even, like, get Nyla killed in this map? Is it possible? On anything outside of, like, the extreme mode or whatever you'd want to call it? $13-13? This is why we got the steel dagger, y'all. I'm gonna need to use Soth to actually kill units here, I think. Edward, I knew I... Oh, God. That is a strong enemy. Ow. Annoying, but acceptable. What's your attack speed? 11? 12. You don't get doubled by them, that's good. They do 0 damage and you have 10 crit. Ideal. She does have 19 resistance. Do 9 damage. 9 damage is fine. One resistance. He's gonna take 17 damage from that, probably. That's silly, dude. Like, that's actually kind of ridiculous. The fact that he is gonna take, like, 2/3 of his HP in damage from one mage. Not quite a kill, I just realized. Oh well, that should be the only guy who can, like, get to him, so... She cannot rescue. Annoying. Oh yeah. I guess you could technically just send Volug that way, couldn't you? Like, send Volug and Raphael that way. 13 resistance, 6 attack speed. He would get doubled. You know, that's, like, kind of tempting. To just, like, let Nyla be over here. I think having Volug fight as well is better, though. I do legitimately think sending Raphael that way is a good idea, though. Giving, like, a healer a second turn is going to be way better than some of the other units I can give a second turn to. Like, yes, okay, giving Nyla and Volug a second turn is, like, usually 2 more kills. But they don't really need it, because they're one-rounding MFers anyway. I don't know if Tormod has any heals. That could be a problem. Because he's going to get chipped by that for sure. And that's worrying. But, I mean, if necessary, we play within our means. We take it slow. We get Laura over to him or whatever. Alright, because Tormod can just move this way. That turn. So this is an interesting turn. In some ways. It's probably better to just heal him than cure the poison. Okay, so he's not going to be able to get me here. I'm going to use the... Oh, I think I needed to use the L-Light anyway. I was going to use the L-Light to keep training weapon levels as well, but... What is her weapon level? Almost A. Okay, we got some mildly injured units. For sure, that's the most threatening unit, I think. Okay, let's look at the math. So 9, 7, 16. 9, 20 something. Big number, actually. He does have a vulnerary though, so if it goes bad this round, he can heal next, and I'm really hoping he's going to avoid 1. He's going to use the wind edge. Hey, he dodged the javelin. That was what I was hoping he would avoid. Yeah, I mean, that guy's dead. He's going to kill, like, a lot of prisoners. I can't really get to him. Avoiding that as well is great. Yeah, I'm in the unfortunate circumstance where prisoners are going to die. It's about not letting them get to, like, the other side with those prisoners more than anything. That heal is fantastic. Or using, like, Nyla to rescue one if needed. Okay, see, that's not ideal. Oh, he can get there now, so he'll definitely be able to get there after Micaiah does that. This is interesting. I think you heal Soth. He hits pretty hard. 25. He'd hit him for 9. Steel Dagger's an exact kill. Fantastic dodge. $18 and $18 does not kill you. You know what? He needs to back off a little. I think the only unit I want him to be able to attack is... Do you have a... No. I guess he could go to South. If he goes to South, that's probably also fine. I don't think South kills him in 1. But he gets him low enough that someone like Elena or Micaiah can probably finish him, actually. There we go. That's a really good herb usage. Great job. About a 50-50? Yep, it was gonna happen eventually. I was pretty sure he was getting venomed this map. Okay, he's just an asshole. Good to know. I'm glad to see that their priority is actually just killing non-combatants. It is hilarious how hard he hits. More, really? Heals 4, takes 3, yeah. So, Vika is not in danger. Although 25 attacks a lot. No way Morim's in danger, honestly. Like, totally fine now. Restore, we'll heal him next turn. Actually, I could just have a move again, probably. Okay, I'm interested in trying to bring some people out that way. So Tormod being able to get back in the fight would be a big deal. Okay. I think he actually needs to run that way. Nyla just keeps handling these bandits. Just an absolute asshole. For no reason. Sadly, I don't think Zyhart can get to him this turn. Another one being there is bad. Frick, dude. 10 attack speed, 25 attack. So the problem is that unit's gonna fly a million miles away. And like, we have no way of predicting where, really. That's fine. That's actually fantastic, because he's finally gone. Okay. Ow. But also, like, totally fine. Man. Reinforcements. Actually every turn. That's wild. We have to Killing Edge, and we got the crit, so that's great. Dodges with consummate ease. Heal. The poison's almost over, right? 2 more turns? Morim could definitely use the assistance. We'll talk? I thought Herons abhorred fighting. Wherever the queen goes, I follow. I practice sage magic, even if I cannot fight. I can lend strength to my friends and companions. Yes, I heard you singing to Queen Nyla and Valug earlier. We are blessed to have you at our side. If I sing to you, I can restore your spirits as well, so that you might attack your foes swiftly. So you will help us? Helping you would give me great joy. You have my thanks. What an OP Heron Raphael is. Able to just get, like, all of us flying. So we're probably only going to save 3. So Mora mostly just needs a heal, to be honest. Like, his poison has almost run its course, I do believe, so... We'll mend him. Take him to full. Why not? Use them if you got them. Okay. This turn is going about as you want. We have abandoned over here completely. But I can't imagine doing this so slowly that we get, like, bodied for it, actually. Like, I think we're fine. Yep. Zyhark doing just what you want him to do. Holding down that middle island. Because he's got the Worm Slayer. Okay. That's slightly stressful. They do have to go, like, all the way across the map to do anything. Man, I wish I had some olivey grass, honestly. We're gonna end it there, and we're gonna see where these... Okay, that's actually fine. That's kind of expected, but fine. Both of them at Volug's a little weird in my opinion, but whatever floats their boat, I guess. Okay, no more on the same turn. That's good. Man, she almost crunches them. She does easily. So this is a weird area. There's a lot of mages there. $20, $19, $24. It's a lot of damage. How's your resistance and defense? Pretty decent. I think that's actually the play. Maybe one there as well. Nyla rescues one, and now we have a rescued unit. Okay. Now maybe they, like, split their focus. Oh, that was maybe dumb. He dodged. Never mind. It was a genius move that no one could have predicted. working as well as it is. That's what you wanted to see, actually. Great job, friend. So sadly, I think Moram is gonna like downshift on this turn, which means he can't just one-shot this Thunder Mage for me. You know, at least I saw it coming. $24 damage with a 4 crit. God, that feels so risky. I think this is the right play. Just super weaken him with Vika. Vika runs. We're gonna use one charge of the Brave Sword, ideally. There we go. That is a high level. Strength and defense, pretty dang good. Soth kills the Fire Mage. Vigor. Okay. We got through the map. We kept 3 alive, which I'm gonna call a win. At least enough of a win. We played within our means like I wanted to. We didn't lose any units. Really didn't even come that close. Like, it looked a lot closer than it ever was on a few units, I think. And that's the end. Easy peasy. We're nearly back to camp. I wonder if the prince will overlook the fact that I insisted on this mission. I'm sure he'll be happy when he sees the prisoners are safe. Soth, do you hear a noise coming from the canyon? Is it people shouting? It is. It is people shouting. Look up there! The maiden has returned and the prisoners are with her! She won another victory. She escaped their trap and destroyed the enemy. Again! Radiant with divine protection, she truly has the goddess's blessing. The silver-haired maiden, our priestess. Priestess of Dawn. Hooray, Lady Micaiah. What could they be celebrating? It seems the soldiers are celebrating your liberation of the prisoners. You should wave to them. People like their heroes to seem approachable. It would make them happy. I'm no hero, but I see what you mean. Excuse me. What a glorious sight she is. Lady Micaiah, the priestess of dawn. Good wave. She's a good waver. A lot of elbow motion in that. Very expressive. Effusive, even. Here you are. I've been looking for you. So? After all those soldiers cheering, I feel like I'm doing real good here. Micaiah? So, please come quick. There's something wrong with Moram. Boom. Moram, get hold of yourself. Look at me. Oh, little one. This happens over and over. Morim suddenly transforms and he growls like he's losing his mind. And if I grab him and yell his name again and again, he returns to himself, but then it just starts over. And when he's growling, his eyes, they look as if one of them is looking at me. One of who? You can't mean, no. Help him, please, I don't know what to do. The time between transformations is getting shorter and shorter. Transformations? My body can't, no, little one, get away. No, I won't let you. I'll die before I let you go, Pharaoh. Morim, look at me. That song. Raphael. Oh. What? Morim. The Galder of Rebirth restores twisted bodies and souls to their proper states. He will be alright. Thank you. Without Morim, life would be terrible. What was that song? It was different than one he sang before. It was the Galder of Rebirth. I heard it once before in the war, but Micaiah, what's wrong? I feel odd. Maybe it was the song. I'm shaking for some reason. But I'm truly glad that Morim will be alright. Interesting. Feral ones. In the Mad King's War, Dane's military developed living weapons. They were called feral ones. Lagoos that had been warped and twisted by terrible experiments. Terrible, you say? Do you mean to refute the highly effective results of my brilliant research? Then it was you secretly gave Morim the drug to turn him into a feral one. And what's wrong with that? Maintaining constant battle strength and beast state? How splendid! How dare you! Transforming Lagoos into feral ones dramatically shortens their lifespans, destroys their sense of self, and they do nothing but fight until they die. And you gave Morim that drug. Pawns need no sense of self. It's only natural to sacrifice soldiers for victory in war. You twisted maniac. You're the lowest. Everybody wait, please. I really wish Soth just, buried a dagger in this dude. Is Zuka clear that a terrible thing to that Lagoos? I apologize. Tormod, I'm truly sorry. He will not use the drug again, so please try to forgive him. Prince Peleus. My prince, we must not have royalty bowing and scraping before swine like... That's enough. Tormod, let him go. Rough. Sien, the Benyon capital. I see, is that true? Yes, Apostle. Our occupation forces have engaged in appalling and inhumane excesses in Dane. These excesses were perpetrated entirely outside the knowledge of the occupational governor, Duke Numida. I come to you penitent. Failing my duties as governor, I, Numida, share a measure of guilt for this disaster. I'm prepared to take the appropriate punishment, Apostle Sanaki. However, I feel that freeing the people of Dane from the clutches of our oppression is our most urgent task. Urgent, you say? Then we must make haste. We will forthwith convene an inspection team and request a meeting with the army led by the late King Ashnard's orphan. We will assure them of Benyon's intentions, then we will immediately address the occupation force's tyranny. Excellent. In that case, please deign to lend me your humble servant Lacane to lead the inspection team. The soldiers who have stained the Empire's name will be toppled where they stand. I promise they shall not live to return here. That is unacceptable. I will decide the soldiers' punishment only after hearing their side. And I have chosen to appoint Sephiron Duke Persis to lead the investigation team. Is that acceptable, Sephiron? I hear and obey my Empress. What? But Apostle Sanaki, this is a dire situation. Accordingly, I judge the Prime Minister, Duke Persis, to be more suited to the role than you, Vice Minister Lacane. That is all. Lord Lacane, what shall I do? Duke Nimida, my friend, I'm afraid you must sacrifice every last Benyon in the Imperial Occupation Army. What? That's ridiculous, but... blast that spoiled brat and her cunning little schemes. You'll regret this, Apostle Sanaki. So 200, I lost 600. Significant, but not enough to cry over. Well, thanks for hanging out. In the next episode, we'll have Trial and Error of the Map. See you then. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good one. Peace.